Should you film in 24, 30, or 60 frames per second? Honestly, I don't care. Pick the one you want, but stick to it. Personally, I shoot everything in 30 frames per second. Because I start like that in college and I stick to it since 2012. Many will say that 24 frames per second is the way to go because it's more cinematic. That's what they say because most movies are shoot with that frame rate. That's probably right, but personally, I don't see any difference between 24 and 30. 30 frames per second is generally what most camera is preset to. 60 frames per second and anything above, personally I think it's too fast for a regular shooting. You will have limitation in terms of resolution, it will create you bigger file size, and you will have less light to work with because it's faster. I only use it for slow motion. But if you want to film everything in 60 frames per second, well, do it, but stick to it. So 24, 30 or 60 frames per second, it doesn't matter as long as you stick to it. The reason why it's very important to stick to it is that if you pass your time to go from a frame rate to another, one day when you will be on a project, let's say in 24 frames per second, and you want to show something from your archive that you have shoot in 30 frames per second, well, you're not in the same frame rate. Let's say you want to take a 24 frames video and take it to a 30 frames project. This means that your video editing software will need to double 6 images from that video to fit it inside your project. Because if you want to take a 24 frame video and fit it into a 30 frame project, your video editing software will need to take that 24 frames and, well, it will have a lack of 6 images per second. This means that 6 images of those 24 will be doubled every second. So you have that effect on continuity and then a little pause, continuity, a little pause. And in the other case, if you take a 30 frames per second video and try to fit it into a 24 frames project, you will have 6 images that will need to be deleted. So you will have a continuity and a skip, continuity and a skip, and that 6 times per second. So it just doesn't look smooth, but most people won't see it. But one thing is sure, is that if your customers see it, it will be the last job you make for him. In any case, if you have questions, please ask in the comment below, and I hope to see you again in another video. See ya!